Good evening and welcome to Football Friday Night. I'm Jason Geiser. A half dozen local big schools, those in divisions 1 through 4, remain in the playoff field, and we begin with the biggest of them. Findlay is our area's lone Division 1 competitor. The Trojans ride a 6-game win streak into Donnell Stadium tonight. The 6 seeds host 14-seed Dublin Kaufman, who upset 3-seed Huber Heights Wayne on a Hail Mary last week. First quarter, Trace Robinson nails the 36-yard field goal. That pushes Findlay out to a 3-0 lead, but the Trojans don't do much settling for field goals tonight. Here's Isaac James coming our way. The senior breaks an 88-yard touchdown run down the sideline for the home team. The big play has FHS in front by a 10-0 count. Into the second quarter we go. Ryan Montgomery slinging it out to Ben Ireland on the screen, and the speedy receiver sprints to Pater. The Trojans are opening this one up, now leading 17-0. And before the half, Montgomery hooks up with his top target again. Ireland is back in the end zone. Findlay rolls into the regional semis, 38-8. They'll play second-seeded Springfield at a neutral site next Friday. In Division 3, St. Mary's has won 7 in a row. The 5th-seeded Riders get a second straight home game this week thanks to Chaminade Julienne's first-round upset of Hamilton Ross. The host team's down 7-0 in the first, but on third down, Jay Schaefer comes flying in to flush the QB out, and Drew Dameyer finishes off the sack. St. Mary's forces the Eagles to punt, and after a slow start, the offense begins to find its stride. The handoff is to Aiden Hinkle, running through a big hole, picking up 12 yards for the first down. That takes us into the second quarter, and Gavin Reinecke takes St. Mary's into the end zone. The quarterback keeper does the trick from a yard out. The Rough Riders tie the game at 7 per side, and they have the momentum. On a CJ second and long, Ty Keel separates the ball from the would-be receiver. The boys in gold and blue force another punt, and the offense embarks on a long drive. This time it's Braden Hemmelgarn toting the rock, stretching the play outside, carrying defenders. The 22-yard run moves the chains, and then with under a minute left in the half, Hinkle storms across the goal line. Another short touchdown has the Riders up 14-7, and when CJ tries to hurry down the field before the break, the home team's having none of it. Dylan Giesecke ends the first half with a QB sack. St. Mary's wins 24-21. Next up for the Rough Riders is the winner of tonight's game at top-seeded Hamilton Baden. It's another WBL team, Shawnee, fresh off their first ever playoff victory, making the long trip south to Cincinnati for a second straight week. Down a touchdown in the second quarter, Baden going to the air, but Luke Cowan has a no-fly zone coming up to make the hit. Shawnee forces a punt, and the offense goes to work. Tyler Window, faced with pressure, able to avoid it and find Cowan on the hash. He shoves the man to the side before picking up a first down, but a turnover on downs keeps Shawnee off the board in the first half. They trail 10-0 at the break. They're in a 17-point hole when we reach the fourth quarter. Cowan again getting his number called, breaks a tackle, continues to churn upfield. He will not go down easily. That's a 35-yard gain, and 3 plays later on third and long, Window to Keaton Cooper. The big man grabs it. However, Shawnee never does find the end zone tonight, losing 17-0. The Rams will play St. Mary's next Friday night. There's more WBL flair on the opposite side of the Region 12 bracket. League co-champ Wapakoneta rides a 7-game win streak into the regional quarterfinals. The 6th-seeded Redskins are at 3-seed Bellbrook. Down 7-0 in the second, Jason Mullen takes the handoff and bursts to his left, stiff-arming a defender and picking up first down yardage. The Skins are in the red zone, and now Braden Goulet calls his own number on the quarterback keeper and finds a path down inside the 5. You aren't going to keep the Redskins out of the end zone from there. Goulet diving forward for Wapakoneta's first touchdown. They pull within 7-6. The extra point was no good. Final 5 minutes of the half. They're on the move again. The give is to Mullen, and there's that burst. Wapak keeps the sticks moving, and now it's Goulet's turn again. Quite a dynamic duo the Redskins can run at you. That pushes the Skins up 12-7. They go for 2 and a 7-point lead, and Goulet finds Mullen heading to the corner and getting there, but it doesn't last. Wapakoneta drops a shootout on the road, 42-35. One more game of note in Division 3 tonight. This from Region 11, where 14-seed Bellefontaine loses at Mount Orab Western Brown by a 50-20 count. There's always a lot to like when the Western Buckeye League meets the NWOAL. Tonight, WBL co-champ Van Wert plays host to 8-3 Wauseon. The Cougars led their league in passing this fall, and the Indians actually went to the air more than their regional quarterfinal opponent. We have more than a passing interest in this one. It's our Football Friday Night Spotlight game.
This Football Friday Night Spotlight game is brought to you by CCR Realtors. Our team works for you.
The defending Division IV state champs ride a 6-game win streak into Eggers Stadium tonight. The 3 seeds in Region 14 pitched a shutout a week ago, while 11-seed Wauseon blew past 6-seed Worcester Triway by 5 touchdowns. First quarter, Nate Jackson gets the scoring started. The home team's on the board first, and then the Cougars defense gets involved. Wauseon's running up the middle, and at some point the ball comes loose. There's a fight for it, and Ty Jackson wins that battle, emerging from the pile with the pigskin. That sets up Van Wert in good field position, and they go back to the other Jackson. Nate scores his second TD of the night. It's 14-0 Van Wert. Into the second quarter we go. Aiden Pratt flipping the shovel pass to Maddox Crutchfield, who charges into the end zone. It's 21-7 Cougars. They love that little shovel, and we get to see it again, this time from further out. There goes Crutchfield, headed back to the land of 6. The Cougars offense is dialed in, leading 28-7. Before the half, when Wauseon tries to pass, Pratt nearly decapitates the Indians quarterback. Van Wert wins big, 53-20. They'll meet second-seeded Clyde at a neutral site next Friday night. And that's it. All of the games involving area teams tonight. But Football Friday night is far from over. After a quick break, we'll set the stage for tomorrow night's games, including a marquee matchup in Columbus Grove. Stick around. Welcome back to Week 12 here on Football Friday night. 3 months ago, we were immersed in our countdown to kickoff segments, and I remember pulling into Columbus Grove wondering what I'd see from a team that graduated 6 All-Staters. I pulled away thinking there was still a lot of talent on that practice field. So how did the Bulldogs follow up a season that saw them go undefeated, win the Northwest Conference, and advance to the state semifinals? Well, they went undefeated, won the Northwest Conference, and are back on the playoff trail, preparing for a regional quarterfinal date with perennial power Liberty Center tomorrow night. The opponents are 9-2, with the wins coming by an average of 24 points and the Tigers' only losses coming to a pair of undefeated teams. The Bulldogs, meanwhile, are winning by an average of just under 30 points per game this fall, whether those of us outside the program want to believe it or not.
I mean, we had newspapers picking us 6 in our conference, so as a senior class, that motivated us. We wanted to prove people wrong, and we're still hearing people doubting us, so it just gives us extra motivation.
The expectation in the locker room was pretty high. The culture has been set of having a winning program and being successful, and they just wanted to carry on the torch, and so far they have, but they've still been playing with that attitude of I don't think anybody thinks we're as good as last year's team yet. So each win, every time we get another accomplishment, it just helps prove their point that they're just as good, if not better.
Grove is the only local team alive in Division 6 Region 22, but there are 4 in Region 24. 4th-seeded Coldwater will host upset special Deer Park tomorrow night. 2-seed Allen East hosts Fairbanks, another lower seed winner from last week. And a pair of MAC teams beat higher seeds last Saturday, and now Anna hosts Fort Recovery tomorrow. All the games are scheduled for 7 p.m. except one in Division 5 Region 18. Ottawa Glandorf will host 13-seed Apple Creek Waynedale at 5. Liberty Benton hits the road for Elmwood at 7. There's one local team in Region 20. Versailles gets another home game thanks to Carlisle's first-round upset a week ago. In Division 7, Region 26, Waynesfield Goshen travels to Hopewell Loudon. Macomb plays host to their old rivals from Lipsick, and LCC is at home against USV. In Region 28, undefeated Marion Local has a date with Fort Loramie. Riverside hosts Cincinnati College Prep. Defending state champion New Bremen goes to Tri-Village, and St. Henry hosts 14-seed Troy Christian. Tomorrow begins with the state cross-country meet, and the first runners out at 9 a.m. are the Division III girls. Top-ranked Minster makes their 22nd straight appearance on the big stage, seeking to bring home their 14th state championship, which would double the number of the next most successful school. 4 of this year's runners were part of last fall's state runner-up squad, including sophomore Maggie Hemmelgarn, who finished 11th at Fortress Obetz a season ago.
I'm super excited. I love the course. I got my PR there last year, and I'm just really excited this year. Everyone wants to win, but the main goal is just experiences, like just to learn from it, get better, and grow as a team. I think we have a really good chance, and I think everyone is ready, excited. We're going to show up.
We took away the fact that, appreciate every spot, appreciate being there. It doesn't matter place, time. We're really ready. Last year we had a good season, but this year I just feel like our team is so close, and we're ready to work through it as a team together.
Tickets to the state soccer and volleyball tournaments will be punched tomorrow. The 5th-ranked Shawnee boys soccer team plays a regional championship game against number 6 Lexington at 5 p.m. in Marion. Big Lex is the only team that's beaten the Indians this fall, but they also topped the Tri-Blast regular season before Shawnee won the rematch in this same round of the playoffs. In Division 3, Ottaville has a 5 p.m. date with 4th-ranked Ottawa Hills at Tiffin Columbian. That game follows a Division 2 girls regional final at Frost Calno. Another local team, Shawnee, squares off with another 4th-ranked team, Rocky River. That's a 2 p.m. start. Division 3 in Bowling Green, number 8 Ottawa Glandorf tries to hand 2nd-ranked Eastwood their first loss in a 1 p.m. game. D3 volleyball, undefeated 4th-ranked Liberty Benton has a 2 p.m. regional final date with Castalia Margaretta at Millbury Lake. The winner will play the winner of a 2 p.m. game in Kettering between Versailles and Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy in the state semifinals. Division 4 in the Dayton area, number 5 St. Henry meets number 8 Fort Loramie at Clayton Northmont at 2 o'clock. There's another MAC team in the other half of the bracket. 2nd-ranked New Knoxville will be at the Elida Fieldhouse at 4 p.m. to meet number 4 Tiffin Calvert. So the dream of an all-MAC state championship game is still alive and well this year.